Okay, this is a video about the chute release and the P-bay and how the P-bay can be made to use the chute release for dual deployment in kind of a different way that is normally not considered. Alright, what you're seeing here is the P-bay, and it's already put together with a rubber band. And I'm going to take the rubber band off for a second. And here is the P-bay with the Jolly Logic in there. You can see that the parachute has been wrapped. The black part here is the Kevlar, which in fact isn't Kevlar because I don't have Kevlar. But I put Kevlar around the eye hook so that you can get an example of what to do here. Okay, so this is at least how I packed the P-bay, and let's unpack it a bit. I'll take this out, and of course my Kevlar line came out, and I'm going to unfurl this, and this is a standard parachute. I think it's a 30-inch, but I'm not sure. Alright, we're taking the shroud lines off, and this is the important thing I want to show you, and that is how the chute release is attached to the parachute. You'll notice that the chute release typically bunches up the parachute and is tied around the parachute, but this time I'm putting the chute release around the lines rather than the chute itself. So when the chute deploys, it's going to deploy with just these amount of lines there, and it's going to kind of act as a little fluffy thing, but it's going to inflate, but not inflate completely. And so let's take the chute release off for a second, if I can figure this out. Okay, the chute release just released, and now you can see that it has a little clasp on it attached to one of the shroud lines. Now as it releases, the shroud lines will deploy and basically fill the chute. And this chute release will run itself all the way down the shroud lines. But the important part here is how I'm going to use this rubber band to wrap the parachute, and I'll show you here. I take the rubber band and I wrap it around the shroud lines and then push it into the hole. And as you can see, the chute release is not in any way being affected by this in terms of strength or whatever. It's all in the chute. It's all in the lines. The lines are wrapped around the rubber band. So that's the important part. Let's try it again. We'll undo it. If I can. There we go. Okay, so this goes out. The chute release falls down because of its weight, and the parachute itself expands and becomes one. Okay, that should be about it for the chute release video, and that's it. Thanks. Bye-bye.